this is what we need right here. Right here. We're not plumbing today. We're not doing any plumbing. I need this as well. I gotta go get some more stuff. First, I gotta go feed the horses. Right there, Willie's letting me know it is time to feed. Their food is soaking though, so I gotta let it soak just a few more minutes. Uh-oh. Drop my pencil. I dropped it again. All right, pencil. Check. Pipe. Check. I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. We're gonna have some fun today. Holly, we're gonna have some fun today, aren't we, girl? That's right. All right, let's get them horses.
Well, y'all, I'm cleaning out the water troughs, and Loretta was making a beeline over here to get in it. So I decided to just, well, get her with the hose instead of letting her get in the water trough. Maybe this will work. Just maybe. Yeah, there's your mud hole. And the crazy thing is that Opie wants to be squirted off with a water hose. He just sits here, lays down, enjoys the water going across his back. Loretta, the same. But Ernest T, he doesn't like that. He wants it to be just a mist, and he wants it to be on his terms. Watch this. Made a complete fool out of me, didn't you, boy? It's hot today. I don't blame you. I'd have took the water any way I could get it. And that's what he did. He made a storyteller out of me this morning.
And good morning to you. Hope you're having the best day ever today. Breakfast, sir. Breakfast. You ready? You ready? All righty. We're going to have a little fun today. There, Reska. Yeah. We're going to have a little fun. Yes, we are. A little fun today. Come on there, Maggie. We're going to have a little fun with the cows today. Or, let's just say, one cow in particular, you know what I mean? Everybody knows who I'm talking about, the big man on campus. Who is 100%, by the way. 100%. Y'all have figured out that I think the horses know how to, I don't have the fence on anymore, undo these things. I had to cut the pasture yesterday and had to take this fence off here, but honestly, we don't cut this fence on anymore. And especially the bottom. We had the fence in here because, of course, the dogs. We had to keep Bandit and Rocky locked up because our neighbor on this side, he likes to hunt over there, and you guys remember the story. But now we got it fenced where the dogs can't go over there, so we're good. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. Right, buddy? Right, Willie? Yeah. Love you, buddy. Love you.
Good morning, Sheriff Duggett. Now, he doesn't really care how he gets his squirt down. Not particular at all. He just wants to be wet. Don't you, buddy? Now, we have been letting everybody run together, emu-wise. When it's feeding time, we're shutting this gate. That way, Nugget can eat in this stall comfortably without any competition from the young males. And the tides have turned. Ernest is no longer the superior, it doesn't seem. It seems like now Opie has taken over the role of being the more dominant male, and that's a good thing because Opie's never treated Nugget any different than he did Ernest, even early on. He just accepted him and never hissed at him and ran him off. And now Ernest will still try to do that from time to time, but not as much. So I think it's safe to say things are getting better in the emu world. Now once I get Nugget all wet down and he walks away, I'm going to turn the sprinkler system on that is in this stall and open this gate to where the goats, the donkeys, the emus, Loretta, everybody can be together. He might not say it's time yet. He might not say it's time today. He is enjoying this. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but he did a big shake, and it's a mixture of mud and water, so I'm just dirty a little bit earlier than what I normally am. Misters are going. Whoever wants to take advantage of the misters today can certainly do so. Just hang out in this stall, and I guarantee it'll be a good 20 degrees cooler.
All right, Holly, we got to go see if we can find another piece to our puzzle here. Yeah. Another piece to our puzzle that we need to get this done correctly. Our bees have been bearding lately. They're not now. It's not quite hot enough this morning. If I come over here later today, I'll show you guys the bees bearding. That's one way they stay cool. And sometimes I can catch them at the entrance flapping their wings to fan the hives too. But yeah, well, if I can remember to show you guys the bees bearding, we'll do that. And the bees are doing great though. As you guys know, they harvested honey while we were on vacation. But just want to come over here and show y'all the bee, Holly's head. That's Holly's head. But show y'all the bees while we're over here. Not Holly's head. Goofball. I hope I have a longer piece of 3/4 inch pipe. That's something I'm worried about now. Surely I do. Surely we got another piece, Holly. Pipe here is all too big here, right there, but it's got to be tall, I can tell you that. That's metal. That's not gonna work. All right, let's keep looking. I think this is 3/4. Oh, I may have it. This is 3/4. Definitely 3/4. Right here. Right here. Does it say? I know it's 3/4 though. Maybe I can find that. It's kind of got a little crook in it. Wish it was straight. Oh, I see another piece. Yeah, this piece is not near tall enough. Dadgummit. Okay. See, that's more rigid than the that gray pipe. All right, let's see here. I want it to be accurate. That's why I wanted a nice rigid piece. That's nice. 3/4 there too, but that's not going to be tall enough. I wonder if I can put those two pieces together. Will that be tall enough? Okay, y'all might be on to something now. I had to put two pieces together. And that's straight. That's pretty straight right there. It's not, that gray had a little bend in it, so I want it to be straight and accurate. So let's go with this. All right, so it does work. Look at here. See that right there? And that's just your regular old PVC-T that we shaved, or actually Brooke did, shaved the inside down where we can slip it into a little slip thing. I may put some little WD-40 on there so it's a little bit better, but you get the idea right there. We want this to slide up and down right here. Then we'll mark. Well, it won't be. Yeah, well, anyways, I was gonna mark, but that doesn't. We're gonna be. I'll measure that. Maybe it's 1 inch. Maybe that's from there to there is 1 inch. Because if I mark it here, that's not going to work. So basically what we're doing is that we actually want to know if Moody has gotten any taller. The last time we measured him, I think he was either 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", or 6'4", somewhere in there. I can't remember exactly. So we want to get another measurement on him, see if he's through growing. Dr. D seems to think that he may be maxed out now. We don't think he's going to get much bigger than what he is. So I kind of want to get a really good answer on how tall he is. Which leads me to this. Leave it in the comments. How tall do you think the big man on campus is? Curious to know. Curious to know. Now, when we measured him last time, that was trying to hold a measuring tape and get your good eye on it and trying to keep it straight. So this should be fairly accurate doing it this way versus the way we did it in the past. We got a little sliding scale here, so more accurate than having that tape measure pulled up and leaning, and yeah. We're gonna give it a whirl. So lock it in. Lock it in. What you think? 6'1", 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3", 6'8". Lock it in down below. And let's go figure this out. I may put a little snags right there. I might put a little grease on it to be safe. All right, Holly, let's go. Come on, girl. Atta girl. Let's go measure Moo Man. See exactly how big that fella is. I am prepared. I do have a small ladder. Should I get it? I don't know. He's not that tall, I don't think. Should I get the ladder? I'm gonna spray this with a little WD-40, just to be safe.
All right, everybody, time for the gate to open. And look at them. They went from a very rested position to a time that says, it's time to go, everybody. Y'all come out. We're going to play. Pip, you're lagging this morning. Ernest T and Opie, a little behind as well, and Loretta. Don't know if y'all can tell, but she's in that last stall making sure nobody left anything behind. Nugget is still laying in the puddle. Opie might say, that puddle was meant for me, buddy. Move out of the way, it's time. Nope, that's Ernest. He's got so much mud on him already. I thought that was Opie. That's Ernest. That is Opie. Goats are in there, which I'm surprised. It's not because of the misters. I can promise you that. Goats do not like to be wet. It's because they're trying to make sure nobody left anything behind. There's an open stall that hasn't been opened, and we got to check it out.
Well, I'm in here. I want to tell you about a little project. I don't know if I posted a picture of it. Maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. But we got 2 of these mountain bikes. They are from the late 90s to early 2000s. Thrift store find, didn't pay anything for them. They were, well, didn't spin. None of this seemed to work. The chain was rusted completely. The brakes were shot. Everything you think of, you can still see. It doesn't look like it now. It looks pretty good now. Seat was faded. I conditioned it. The grips were ripped and tore up. I replaced those, but you can see we got a little fade and some rust, and got some rust on the cables. It's not showing up. Anyway, got rust on the cables there. There we go. Now maybe you can see it. Anyway, got lots of rust. Tires were dry rotted. Look was in bad shape. Didn't pay anything for these bikes, and see, that's all faded and cracked. But I was like, you know what? I wonder if I can get these old vintage bikes. There's 2 of them. This one, that one over there. What is up with my camera today? Focus. There we go. Y'all, I don't know. I'm gonna have to turn this thing off. Turn it back on, I reckon. Anyways, that's the other one. It was in pretty bad shape too. You can see I got it tore all apart. But y'all, this thing rides great. I got the brakes replaced. I replaced the tires and the tubes. cleaned it up, degreased it, soaked things in penetrating oil and grease and lubed and replaced my grips. And I don't know, I just tell you, to me, it rides like a new one. Right there. Rides like a new one. Saved that thing from the junkyard pretty much. And I thoroughly enjoyed working on that bike. And this one over here, well, you can see it. I didn't record a bunch of it. I didn't think you guys would enjoy me working on a bike, especially I had no idea what I was doing, quite honestly. Right here. All right, that should work right there. Let me get a... All right, let's see. That should... Still wants to hang up, but I think we're okay. Right there. I don't know why it wants to hang up right there, but I think we're okay. And I checked a pencil wheel right on that pipe after it's been sprayed with penetrating oil or WD-40, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Jesse. There's the sheriff. Good morning, Sheriff. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Miss Pocket over there. Of course, the boss lady right there. She's sunning a little bit. Just on that back side, though, right there. Or her top side, I guess. Right, Holly? Yeah, she's just sunning a little bit. Not all the way. Too hot to sun all the way. I got my ladder in case we need it right there. But I do want to show you guys something, because we get this a good little bit, and that is we need to put those plastic toppers on our T-post. And I think it's because the topper is the same color as the T-post, but almost all of our T-posts have the toppers on them right there. See? You can see they're old. They're starting to turn colors on us there, but they're there. You can see right there. You look really hard. They're there, right there. And expect across this way too. Just, I'm not gonna walk the whole property, but I just wanted you guys to know that they are on here. See? Right there. Like I said, I think because they're white, you just don't notice them. But we do have the toppers on our T-post. Right, partner? Right? See? Right there. Right there. We got them. Yes, sir. How you doing this morning, brother? I see Mama's got your misters on. You are wet, too. Yes, you are. What's going on there, Ernest? Yeah, Brooke's got the misters cut on. It has been extremely hot. Matter of fact, these last few days, probably a week or so, we kind of shut things down here around 11:30. It's just too hot. And then usually late in the evenings we'll come back out and do what needs to be done on the farm. But I say come back out, we're not out here in the blazing sun, I can tell you, trying to basically kill ourselves in this mess. Hey. I was just telling everybody how we kind of shut things down around here around 11:30, and then we'll crank back up when it gets warm. When it gets warm.
When it gets warm, that's right. It takes a while for it to get warm.
When it cools off a little bit. It's what, 9:30ish, and I bet the heat index is over 100 already.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I squirted the boys off where they were eating on their side.
Yeah.
So I squirted Nugget off over here, and he shook off.
And get all over
me. Look at my sunglasses.
He's just trying to cool you off, Mama.
I know, but look at all the dirt.
I see.
I got some little dirt dots. I'm dried now, but
I just loved on him. It felt he was wet, and I saw you got the misters on.
Yeah. I didn't know who would be first to appreciate those, but it'll be somebody.
Somebody
Might be
definitely
me.
will. All right, well, are you ready to measure the Moo Man?
Well, I am, but he's not back there where the food is anymore.
Well, I hope he's back there in the shade.
He is.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
That didn't do him any good.
I hope he's in the shade.
I think he is.
Do you think I need the ladder? I got that little step ladder.
What do you have?
That little bee step ladder. I got the.
No, I'm talking about.
I got a piece of pipe.
Okay.
And I got the fittings that you did.
Okay.
And I got
You wrote it on
I got
it
a
already?
pencil. Oh, I forgot to
so
measure.
we're just gonna mark it and then measure it.
I'm gonna mark it and then measure it. I think that'll be just a lot easier.
Yeah, then putting marks all the way down it because we're only measuring him. We're not
Just measuring
him
him right now. And
well,
the
did
pencil.
You find a piece of 3/4?
Yes, I had to put two pieces together.
It doesn't matter as long as it's the right.
I had a piece of conduit that was gray, but it had a big bend in it.
Want it to be accurate.
I want it to be as fairly accurate as I can get it.
Yeah. I mean, this could be record breaking.
This could be record breaking.
It's very important.
Very important.
And like,
scientific.
Like some of the Cog squad stated, they said it's been 2 years since he's been measured.
It's been a minute.
They quoted 2 years.
2 years.
They must have went back and looked the last time. And the last time we did it was just with a tape measure. So, you know, I think this might even get on up there a little higher than what he was with a tape measure.
That's what I was talking about earlier. This is going to be a lot more accurate.
Oh, it's definitely going to be more accurate.
A lot more accurate.
Unless he's sitting down, then it's not going to be too accurate.
Hopefully he's not sitting down.
I got some carrots.
Oh, he'll get up for carrots.
Yeah.
He'll get up for carrots.
I think he will.
All right, well, let me get my setup here. I forgot a tape measure, but we can mark it and go back and measure. How about that?
You probably got a tape measure.
I probably do
somewhere
have one on
that
there.
buggy.
I'll look. All right, this is what we got. This is piece number 1, which isn't near tall enough, so I got piece number 2 right
I
there.
thought that might have to happen.
And so it hangs right there for some reason, and I sprayed it.
Burr on it.
I think the pipe is, yeah, I can feel it.
Can you turn it upside down?
I guess I could. I didn't spray this in, but maybe it'd be okay.
Got some dirt on it.
Yeah. Oh, it's big glue right there, so that's not gonna work. We gotta go on this route.
I think we'll get it.
We'll be okay.
Stand with a carrot and
I think we're gonna be okay. And the pencil will mark on the, yeah.
now don't do that.
I just wanted to double check. I sprayed it real
He'll be
good.
8 foot tall.
I wanted to make sure it would mark on
We'll
the,
have the National Enquirer over here and everything.
everybody over here. Do they still even make the National Enquirer?
Well, there's no need because there's so much fake AI stuff
guess
in
so.
the Enquirer.
I guess so. You're right. You're right. So we drive over there and walk.
Whatever you want to do.
What do you think?
Well, I need to take Star to the back if she'll go.
Okay.
Because she should be finished eating. She's slow.
All right.
As long as that's at least 6 foot tall where that pipe joins.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Because see,
Yeah. Okay.
we're fine. We're fine. We should be good to go.
What do you think he is?
I'm still thinking of 6'4"ish. What do you think?
Well, from what people said, 6'5" is the Guinness record.
Is it really?
6'5".
So I thought Moo, Lester and
Well, he may be,
Jake's cow
but
was.
they may not have.
We gotta call the Guinness Book of World Record and all that kind of stuff.
You want me to call him?
If he's over 6'5", yeah. Absolutely, we're gonna call him. We'll get that plaque. You got your carrots.
I got 3.
Ooh, I don't think
Huh?
the pencil. Did I put it in my pocket? Don't know if I put it in my pocket, really. I did. I got it.
Hey, girl.
I got it. I'm gonna put it in my hat.
Come on.
Come on, Star.
Got more.
Come on, girl.
Had a girl.
Hope you got a lot of carrots.
Why?
Cause you gotta get Moo Man.
I got 3 whole ones sticking out of my pocket.
I think he's standing.
Come on, Star. Good girl. She's ready to go back over here because she knows that shade's over here.
Yep. Believe it or not, we ain't had much rain lately. Come on, girl. Star said there's no reason to get in a hurry. You know, there's no reason.
Uh-oh.
Carrot down, Star sees it.
You can't eat that big carrot.
Star said, leave that down there for me. What in the world? What are you doing?
Hers are little chips.
the star said. She's about to say, hey, what's up, Doc? Nope, he is laying down.
That's all right. He gonna get up.
All of them are laying down except one. I bet you can guess which one that is.
Matilda,
Yup.
little firecracker herself.
Matilda is not lying down out there.
Moody said last time we came over here to visit him was not a good time.
He wasn't feeling well, was he?
And that's why I didn't think anything about it.
Yeah,
When he
'cause
first didn't come, Eaton was laying down.
yep, this is their spot. You know, the first year we put them in here, it was the pine thicket is where they laid in the shade. But this year, they decided over here's better, which makes sense because it's closer to the Moo Mansion. It's closer to where you feed them. It's closer to their big water trough. You know, everything's closer over here.
But I wonder why they choose this spot instead of up there.
Maybe they all can fit over here better.
Well, Matilda's now laying down.
Maybe they don't have to worry about Loretta, you know?
Loretta.
Yeah, you know how Loretta is. Shake and bake, Jessie, honey.
You know what I've determined?
What's that?
That Pocket is louder than Peaches.
You think?
I know so. So Peaches, well, except for when she gets her hooves trimmed.
Yeah. Nobody's louder than Peaches.
But like in the morning, this morning, Peaches was in Pocket's way. And Pocket was trying to get to her bucket, and Peaches was, you know, knowing that that's where she was going to be fed. And Pocket started squealing, and she sounded rival to Loretta.
Really? All right, let me set this camera down. I wonder how tall he is laying down. Let me get this thing put together.
Oh, yes.
It's on.
Wait, let him stand up good now. He's going downhill.
That was pretty close right there.
Come here, buddy.
Got a one by that one.
Come here, Moody. Come here, buddy.
Put my camera back so we can make sure we get this right here. Don't do it right there.
I think don't do it right there. I'm going to try to get him to come over here. Okay. He's kind of leery of it, though.
He is kind of leery of it.
Come here, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I know why they stay over here.
He's going downhill.
He is going downhill.
Yeah, no.
Give me one of them carrots,
That's
Mama.
a big lick. What?
Give me one of them carrots, Mama. Watch his head.
I don't think I can. There we go.
Oh, you did? You got it? Oh, goodness. Here comes
She
trouble.
won't eat a carrot.
Here comes trouble. She's probably going to come after. How tall are you? Oh, I got to take it
Here we
apart.
go, Jason.
Here we go.
You want me to measure him and you give him a carrot?
Yeah. Let's do that.
I got more carrots. You're going to need those. Give me a pencil.
Did you get it? Was that close or no?
I mean, it's close. But here, you want a carrot? Jason, you ought to see her with this carrot.
She eat it?
No, she's sticking her tongue out.
You want a carrot? Blech. Blech. I don't want that carrot. No.
Her tongue's just a little bit sticking
I don't
out.
want that carrot. Moody does, though. Crazy how
Here, Moody.
he loves this carrot right here. See, I got him turned this way where he can't see it.
What you think?
That's it right there. That's it.
It could go up.
A little bit more?
Uh-huh.
He sees you now.
I know. All right, what you think?
Yep, that's it. That's it. He touched it right there. That's it, bro.
Is he touching it?
Yeah. He touched it right there.
I've got a whole bag over here.
Now he ain't scared of it. Hope we got it on
I'm
camera.
scared of that.
All right. Where'd the pencil go? You got it? You took it from me, remember? Oh, I'm smart at this.
It makes a big difference when he's standing straight up.
Yeah, it does. I'm carrot out, Mama. It's gonna turn me orange.
See if Mildred wants a carrot. I don't think anybody likes them but Moody.
He's the only one. And he's
Carrot,
done with
baby. Look.
them. He's done with them.
She says she don't want it
That's
either.
it. He's touching it full fledged right there. That's it.
Tater doesn't like sweet carrots.
Tater don't. You would think anybody would eat anything, it would be her.
She will not eat it.
But that right there, he's used to this thing now. It don't bother him anymore. That's it right there. I mean, that is.
His mouth is so big.
Yeah, he's a big daddy.
What? Moody.
Look at his mouth compared to Brooke's hand. Look at that. Yeah.
And he's so gentle.
Yeah, he is. He just gave everybody some sugar.
Oh, I know, baby. I know. You're such a big baby.
Big baby. All right, I was waiting on you, Brooke. So, you want to hold it? The measuring tape down there at the bottom?
Oh, I thought you meant this.
All right, right there is where it was. Hold that down there.
Holly's measuring.
Are you ready? 6 foot 3 inches.
6 foot 3 inches.
6 foot 3. I'll show everybody. We got 6 foot, which is right there. 3 inches is right there. So he is 6 foot 3 inches.
So no world record.
No world record, and
But
he's about the same size he was when we measured him last, wasn't it?
yeah, we said, well, you know, we were just doing a tape measure.
6'2" to 6'4" is what we've been saying.
And that's a big cow.
I think we're done. We'll measure him again next year and see if he's still growing. But Dr. D seems to think he might be done with his growth.
I don't think he needs to get any bigger.
I don't think he needs
If
to
I have
get
any
bigger.
say-so in it, I think he needs to stay right where he is. What about you, Holly? Because Dr. D says he's the biggest cow he's ever seen in his life.
Yes, most definitely.
So I wonder what the tallest one in the United States is.
I don't know.
Because that's the Guinness Book of World Records.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I would guess that Moody's probably the tallest one in Alabama.
You think?
I would think. May not be the tallest cow in the United States.
6'4".
6'4".
No, that's the world, U.S. and the world.
Oh, 6'4". So he's an inch away.
Yeah.
1 inch away.
But she passed away at the age of 13.
So he might be one of the
Tallest.
living cows right now.
Oh, Romeo is a living bovine Holstein steer. 6 foot 4.5 inches.
There we go.
And then there's a Canadian one named Romeo that's 6'5".
That's got to be the same one. They're both named Romeo.
Well, that one says Oregon.
Oh.
Animal Sanctuary in Oregon, and this one says Canadian Holstein.
Huh. Crazy they
But
got
it
the same
says
name.
bovine in the United States. Romeo. He was rescued from a dairy farm when he was 10 days old.
Wow.
2024 Guinness Book of World Records verify him as the tallest living steer in the world, surpassing the previous U.S. record holder, Tommy, who stood 6 foot 1 inch.
Oh yeah, Moody would have beat that.
He passed away in early 26.
Moody would have beat that.
Well, he's a big boy,
He's a big fella.
and we just thought it would be fun to get a perspective on just how tall he really is.
And it's
even though we've done it in the past, it's
a little more accurate.
yeah,
Now still could be off a half inch.
yeah, but I
quarter
think
inch,
it's
but
pretty close.
That's pretty close.
Unless you want to get him up against the wall like he's in a lineup and
I
tell
don't
him
know.
to stay.
Yeah,
Lots of carrots. Wonder if he'd like carrot juice.
I bet he would.
You think?
I bet he likes some carrot juice. I don't know how you better have an apron on.
You better. I had to stop and rinse my hand off as I was coming back.
You better have an apron on if it gets into some carrot juice.
Well, that's all in good fun, and
That was fun.
Moody cooperated well once he realized
Yeah, he
we
got
weren't
used
there
to
to
that
give
pretty
him
quick.
a shot.
Yeah,
This is not a tranquilizer gun.
it's not.
It's not going to shoot a dart and
Oh,
inject him
gosh.
with some kind of medication.
All right, well, good. Got Moo Man measured. He's not the record holder, but he's close.
And he's back to good health,
And he's back to good health.
which is most important to us.
So this is what the bees look like when they beard, or the hive beards, or bearding as they call it. You can see it's hanging down right there. It looks like the hive has a beard. That's one reason they call it that. But isn't that cool? This is one way that they cool the hive down right here. And they're not 100% certain how this works, honestly. They're not. But also, let's see if we can see them. A lot of times we can catch them fanning. Their wings fanning the hives too, which is pretty cool as well, as you can see. They'll just sit there in the entrance and use their wings to fan the hive down. I can smell the honey from here. That's unreal. But there are the bees bearding on their hive right there. One way to help keep the hives cool. Plus this is in the shade too. You can see we're in the shade over here. Right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm liking the old bike right there. Yeah. I'm liking the old bike. I gotta find me, I don't know, somewhere to ride around here. Find somewhere to ride, and I'm gonna ride a little bit. I'll get me a helmet too. Anyways, appreciate you hanging out with me, Holly, right here, and Brooke and all the animals, and especially hanging out with the good old bovine crew today, the cows. Hope you have the best day ever. Stay cool, stay safe out there. We love y'all. Catch you on the next one. Y'all be good.